PSR and FFP. Those are the two terms you hear when it comes to finances in football and what restricts your club from spending and stuff like that. You wonder, why has Newcastle not even gone to sign many of the big talents? They are the richest club in the world. They have the richest owners. They have the most resources to spend, but they cannot spend it. Why? When people are saying they don't need to sell Isak, they actually need to sell Isak. They actually need to generate money, but they do not want to sell Isak. The players that Newcastle want to keep while remaining between PSR is just basically profit and sustainability rules in the Premier League. FFP, financial fair play, that is for UEFA. That is the whole of European football. That is teams that participate in European football. So PSR is profit and sustainability rules, which basically means that your club in 3 financial years cannot suffer a loss of more than 105 million pounds. So what a loss basically means is expenditure. That is why Newcastle cannot go out and sign players for 100 million pounds, 50 million pounds, 200 million pounds, because they don't have the revenue to cover that loss. Clubs like Man City, who in a very interesting way have the highest revenue in the Premier League currently and second highest in the world, can spend that money and they have richer owners. So it will take a longer time for Newcastle to catch up. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United. This is why these big clubs can spend this money. If these rules were not there, Newcastle do not have to even sell Isak or anybody, and they can be signing players anyhow. So that is why Newcastle need to sell players. One of the main things that would have kept Alexander Isak in the club also would have been if they got their squad better. But their hands are tied. Newcastle is at the brink of breaking PSR. We saw Tottenham Forest collect fines and get point deductions. They broke PSR. We saw Everton collect fines and get point deductions. They broke PSR. That is wwhy Chelsea is one of the best selling clubs, because Chelsea has found ways. See, Chelsea give longer contracts because there's what we call amortization. So if Chelsea signs a player for 100 million, they will break it over 8 years so that the report at every end of every financial year is less and less. Let's say 100 million pounds and break it over 8 years. How much is that per year? That's around 12 million. 12 million per year. It is not reported as 100 million. Then other things that come into play for PSR, they also consider players' wages. That is expenditure as well. Agent fees. These are all the things that contribute to PSR. The things that are not really considered as expenditure that, the Premier League can look at and wave it away is when you spend money on improving the facilities. That is your stadium, expanding your stadium, training facilities, investing maybe in your women's team, investing in your academy. The Premier League implemented these rules because many clubs in the past, like Portsmouth, they entered what we call administration. That's basically your club packing up. Hull City also suffered this. So people are running away from the business of football. The Premier League was fearing that these businessmen will take their business to other countries like the NBA and NFL that are both in North America. But with the implementation of PSR, that cannot happen now, because inside that 105 million, I think you must not suffer. I think there's about 90 million pounds that your club must have locked up in case of any problem as savings. Newcastle have been finding creative ways to stay within